Hey, what's up, guys? Here on the Fire Sports Pod, where everything we do here is fire. You guys know the drill. Welcome to my show here on Recap Monday, Season 4, episode number 23. I'm your host, Zack Jackson, where everything we got is hot. And let's get right to the show I have for you guys today. So, let's get right into it. First up, here on Recap Monday, we had a lot of stuff. We had the conclusion of the Paris Olympics. It has been a great month of just leading up to the Paris Olympics, having all the events, all the different players, all the different teams, all the different countries, all the different sports going all over the place. So we're going to be going over some news from the Olympics. If you haven't so already, the final ceremony was yesterday, tipped off. Everything is done. We're going to be going over some Olympics. What do I am thinking about in the next 4 years from now, 2028 Olympics? Will Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Steph Curry still be able to go at it for one last hurrah? Or will only Kevin Durant be there? Or maybe he won't even try out because he might even be retired or saying it's too much. We got some NFL news. Hassan Reddick is wanting out of New York, so it looks like something different is coming towards there, as well as the Cowboys. And we had a great look at some over the weekend, some rookie quarterbacks in the talent of Michael Penix Jr., J.J. McCarthy, Bo Nix, Drake May, Trey Lance, Stetson Bennett, the Rams, the guy that played from Georgia, Jaden Daniels. We had a lot of quarterbacks over the weekend that showed some good promise. So we're going to be going over certain games that I think that we have to watch out for, and certain quarterbacks that will be in the fold sooner rather than later. So let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a splendid Monday. And we are right currently at 5:49 p.m. on this Monday afternoon. But we're going to first start out with the Olympics, guys, because the Olympics are the hottest tape and the hottest statement that we got to really go over. Just in general, if we go back, let's go back 2 games for now. Let's go to the Serbia game, where Steph Curry put on a monster gem, 35 or 36 points, hit 9 of 14 from the three-point line. But a lot of people forget to even get to that point. LeBron James added 16 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. On top of that, guys, he becomes the first men's basketball player with multiple triple-doubles in the Olympics. So that's what's crazy about it, guys. That is what's crazy about it, is the Paris Olympics. He is the first player in Olympic history. We're talking about the Dream Team. We're talking about the teams that he was on with Kobe Bryant. We're talking about Kevin Durant's teams. He is the first player to have multiple triple-doubles in Olympic history. That's just a milestone in itself. The fact that he's still breaking numbers. This man was by far in the qualifying round or the exhibition games, he was putting Team USA on his back. Even in the beginning of the Paris Olympics, the first couple games, putting on his back, still dropping 16, 12, and 10. In the closeout game against France, still dropped, I believe, 12 or 14 points. Dude, he was playing phenomenal. Not to mention, Steph Curry gave you another gem, another GOAT performance. This man was hitting threes after threes. He had 26 points or 24 points and added freaking 8 threes on top of that. He hit 3 threes in the final 2 minutes, or 4 threes in the final 2 minutes that were absurd. He almost broke one of the guy's ankles, swishes a 3, comes down again, knocks down another 3, and then hits a heroic monster 3-pointer, fading away from 30-plus feet, having 2 defenders on, shot clock going down, nothing but net, bottoms up. And Steph Curry, LeBron James got the MVP of the tournament, no doubt about it. He was the flag guy. He is 39 years old, about to be 40. He is still the best. He's accomplished all the goals, all the milestones, all of them. He just keeps breaking records. You got to give it to him as the MVP. Steph Curry was having an abysmal Olympic performance until the last 2 games, but we needed him. We were down 16 against Serbia. France was not going away. We were only up by 4, and then Steph just hitting bombs after bombs after bombs, and it was it. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. But man, what what an Olympics. I think in general, track and field, swimming, pole vaulting. I mean, every sport that you know that was in the Paris Olympics was fantastic. But man, we're just talking about the men's. The women's did it too. They won the gold. They have not lost in like over 2 decades. So it's been, I think this last loss was 1992, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong about that. But my God, the women's were great too. Dude, they were going absurd. I mean, other than that, Team USA Women's Hoops wins their 8th straight Olympic gold with a 67-66 comeback victory over France. Both the France women and the France men both put Team USA to the brink, and they were able to get the job done with some heroic stuff from both sides of the basketball. The women's and the men's both put on a show. All countries put on a show. I think it was remarkable to see. I think the competition was absurd. I think it was great to see even Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. It was great to see Puerto Rico. They actually put in a good fight against Team USA, and then Team USA just said, all right, forget it. We're just going to blow them out. And they killed them. But it was cool to even see Puerto Rico. No, I don't believe any NBA players on that team to be able to compete in the first half with Team USA. That is, to me, an accomplishment within itself. I think that's great. But a little bit more stats-wise for Team USA for the women's side of things. We had a lot. We had a great game. Aja Wilson led the team with 21 points, 6 of 14 shooting, 9 of 12 from the free throw line. If we just go to the full box score, we have Collier. She had 7 points. Stewart had 8. Aja had 21. Young had 2. Thomas off the bench had 1. Griner had 4. Sabrina Ionescu didn't really get. She got 1 shot. Plum, she had 12. Cooper had 12. So in total, 19 of 56 from the for the field goal attempts. 2 of 12 from 3. 48 rebounds. 18 assists. I mean, we shot 33.9% field goal percentage, 16.7 from 3. Wasn't that good of a shooting night. Definitely, France played a little bit better than Team USA. It showed. But still, Aja Wilson is the GOAT. She is just a monster in the WNBA. I really wished Caitlin Clark would have been able to be in the Paris Olympics. She'll definitely be 4 years from now in 2028. She'll definitely be it with Boston, or what I believe is our teammate. So they'll both be there without a doubt. It'll be nice to see because I think they are that team. They are the team to beat. I think the USA is not going to lose for a long, long, long time. But we'll be right back with the action, guys, in just a short break. Hey, guys, we are back, and I'm going to show you guys what happened on Saturday when Steph Curry absolutely went nuts against France. The back-to-back threes that he hit against France were absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to get right into that.
Curry, jab, triple, he sticks it.
Dude, this guy was going crazy. He was going nuts. Look at that.
Step back.
Goodbye.
Pump. Curry, ridiculous.
Yes.
That's true.
That's unfair.
That's
Steph
true.
Curry. Kid Curry again.
That's the
You
That's
already
at the
know.
buzzer. At the buzzer. It was a 6-point game right there. I put it to 9. Look at
Dancing
this.
on Batum. Over the double team.
That was this. Night.
It's a golden
Night.
dagger.
That was absurd. Absolutely absurd. Steph Curry is by far, if he wasn't the best, I mean, everyone knows he's the best shooter of all time. It's not even close. As God created, according to Stephen A. Smith, which is the truth. Dude, he hit, you know how hard that shot is in the Olympics with everyone on the line? Your first Olympics win, gold medal. Second, I think, of his career being in the Olympics. Fading away out of bounds, like 35 plus feet away, just throwing it up and just swishing it. 2 people on him, 2 NBA, I believe, defenders on him, and he just said, nah, that's his mate. Got it. 4 straight threes. and all of them were off the move, off the dribble. He had the pump fake. They were so hard to hit, and that is why he's the best shooter that God has ever created. And there's nobody even close. With that being said, with them winning their gold medal, that is the 5th straight gold medal Team USA has won in the last 5 Summer Olympics. So that can just show you that we were just going nuts for Team USA. I mean, in general, all sports, not even just basketball for the women's and the men's. We played amazing, but in general of all sports, guys, we have the amount of trophies we won here. I mean, it's like a lot. I mean, we were nuts. I mean, it was god crazy how many we won. It wasn't even close. I mean, if you look at this, right? Team USA had 40 gold medals. The only person to come even close of 20 gold medals was China. They tied us with 40. Silver, we killed everyone. We had 44 medals. In bronze, we had 42. Total, we had 126 medals. No one cracked over 95. China was the closest with a total of 91. They had 40, 27, and 24. Japan had 20, 12, and 13, a total of 45. Australia had 18, 19, and 16, a total of 53. France had 16, 26, and 22, a total of 64. I believe it's the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of countries in here. I'm not going to go through all the countries here, but just off those, Canada, they only had 27. Germany, they only had 33. Italy, they only had 40. Korea had 32. I think it was Great Britain, they had 65. Netherlands, I think they had 34. But man, dude, there was nobody even close to Team USA in all sports. We were killing everybody. It was just phenomenal to even see. And the fact that we were able to get it this far and we were able to dominate the Olympics like we did, it was just a great sight to see. It was great to be. It was a proud moment to be an American. It was a proud moment to be part of Team USA. Even though I didn't have nothing to do with winning any of those medals, it was just great to be a part of the country at the time, especially when the country's in a little bit of a crazy tandem right now, going back and forth with the presidency, with the politics and everything, and the wars, all that stuff. I'm not even going to get into it, but it was great to have that moment for USA. It was great to have that for the United States. At least that was a good thing going for us. But there's a lot of other stuff we got to get right. But for right now, dude, Team USA owns the Olympics for basketball. And really, this one really showed 126 medals combined. China was the only one close with 91. I mean, they were over 35 medals off from us. That just shows you how successful and how good Team USA sports are, and we coming for it. So that's about it with Team USA, and just in general the Olympics. It was a great time. It was a great atmosphere to watch all the other countries to get involved and get going and to try their best out. It was great. Now, before we move on from the Olympics itself, we gotta talk about LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant because they're the oldest guys on that team. And in 4 years from now, Curry's gonna be 39, and LeBron's gonna be 43, about to be 44. So I'm looking like LeBron's gonna play another 3 years, maybe to 42. Pushing at 43, but I don't think he's going to do the Olympics and then retire. He might try to go out with another Olympic gold medal. That would be cool. I think he wants to, obviously he's going to play with his son Bronny. I think he wants to play with his son Bryce, which Bryce might be better than Bronny and has the potential to be better than his father. Like, he has a good enough potential to be that guy. I mean, I know he's not making headlines like his father was, but again, we have so much more social media than back then. And we have so many greats of the greats and the greats in high school and going into college. So it's hard to get out of that, but he's LeBron James's son. He's going to be in that conversation. No doubt about it. But the more the pressing matter is really got to talk about the elders statement, like I said, LeBron James, Steph Curry, unlikely to play in the 2028 Olympics. Kevin Durant says he will see. And that really depends on how his health is, where his mind's at, and how the Team USA squad is. Because I don't think he's going to go on a bum-ass squad with a bunch of guys that really, like last year, they was good squad, but they were too young of a squad to be experienced enough to win the whole thing. So we'll see. If I'm going to see, there's going to be one player that I might say that might be there will be Steph Curry because of his shooting ability. Kevin Durant, he's had an injury history. LeBron James, I mean, I can never doubt him, but I would probably say he's not going to be able to get there. So that's really a big question that we must kind of like understand. Like the greats of the greats that we had in this era are going to be gone. Like there might not be another Paris Olympics where we see LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant on the same team again. Because there's not going to be another Steph Curry. There's not going to be another Kevin Durant. There's not going to be another LeBron James. So it's sad to say, but in about 4 or 5 years, all three of them could be retired from the NBA. And that's just crazy to even think about, but that's how long they've been, and they're going to be in their almost 40s by the time. Well, LeBron is definitely going to be in his mid 40s almost. Steph Curry is going to be about to be 40. Kevin Durant is going to be about to be 40 there or in his 40s. So there's a lot of stuff to be approaching. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, LeBron James, 39, Steph Curry, 36, Kevin Durant's 35. So all of them are going to be in their 40s by the time the Paris Olympics comes about. And my bet is the only probably guy that could probably make it is Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. Steph Curry's going to be 40. Kevin Durant's going to be 39. So Kevin Durant can probably do it. Steph Curry's going to be an if. I don't think LeBron James is going to do it. But again, this man has been meeting father time like it's been going out of style, so you never know. But again, Steph Curry wins his first gold medal in a fitting fashion by leaving the entire basketball world speechless by doing a crazy, absurd thing. Now, again, another news from USA, baseball will return to the Olympics in 2028, though it's still unclear if MLB players will be allowed to join. I hope they are, because it would just make a little bit more sense. I would love to see like Aaron Judge, Juan Soto in the Olympics, like knocking dingers out of the freaking out of the park. It would be cool to see, and all of them come together for one ultimate team to win the gold. That would be something. But another message that was sent, Victor Wembanyama. He was on that France team. He was crying actually after they lost tragically because Steph Curry became prime Steph Curry. He's still in his prime. Victor Wembanyama sends a solemn warning to opponents everywhere after winning silver at Paris Olympics. He's coming. So we'll see what France does in the next Olympics 4 years from now. Victor, I believe, is in his 20. If he's 20 years old, so he'll be 24. He'll be 5 years in the NBA. So we're going to see how Victor Wembanyama does over there. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for the Team USA talk. We're about to be 19 minutes into the show. We talked about Team USA women's, Team USA men's, the Olympics in general, how many medals we won in total versus every other country, as well as will we see the trio of Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James in 2028. My vote is most likely 2 out of those 3 guys are not going to be there, and those are probably going to be either going to be Steph Curry's going to be there, Kevin Durant's going to be there, or Kevin Durant and LeBron are not going to be there, or Steph and LeBron are not going to be there. Steph and LeBron are going to be the oldest ones, so they both might not be there, but you never know. They might say run it back one more time in the 40s, and if they win it, then damn, just shows how great they really are. But now we're going to move on to some NFL talk. So we're going to take a short break, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we are back, and like we never left, let's get right to some more news and some more topics that I think you guys will dig. The biggest news out of the NFL world right now is what the hell is happening with Hassan Reddick and the Jets. Because right now, Hassan Reddick's embroiled in a contract holdout, seeking to exit months after the Eagles traded him to New York. So Hassan Reddick wants to be traded out of New York. They're trying to keep him. That defense will be stacked if they keep Hassan Reddick. They just can't get a deal done with him. But if they can get Hassan Reddick, stay with that team, the Jets defense is already great. It'll be even superbly great. So it'll be great to see if he can stay there. But if he wants to come anywhere, Dallas is open. Come to Dallas, please. I would love to have Hassan Reddick on the Dallas Cowboys side. That would be nice with Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and he can play that linebacker position, a guarding linebacker. I would love to see Hassan Reddick in the Cowboys lineup on that defense. Damn, with Kendricks, that will be nice addition to the Cowboys staff and roster. But that's pretty much that, guys. Where do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, where Hassan Reddick will end up. Will he stay with the Jets? Will they get a deal done? Or will he be traded to another team? And what team do you think? I think the Cowboys are a good suit. He's probably not going to go to an AFC team. I don't think the Jets are going to trade him to an AFC team. I think he's going to trade him back to an NFC team. I could see maybe Tampa Bay picking him up to shore up that defense. They lost a couple big linebackers in free agency as well as retirement. Maybe Detroit. Detroit could maybe use him. That would be something. San Fran can always use somebody. They'll try to finagle them. The Packers are one of them. The Packers might be looking for a guy like that on their to shore up their defensive line as well as their linebacking position. So there are a couple options out. I would like to see, as always, I'm a personal Cowboys fan. I'd love to see him there. I don't want to see him going to Green Bay. I'll take him go to the Buccaneers or whatever. Don't want to see him go Green Bay, but I think Green Bay is going to be nasty if they can pick him up. Detroit will be something too. San Fran, I don't even want to even say it. I already did. Knock on wood, that doesn't happen because then San Fran is just going to have every freaking dude on the fucking planet. It's going to be horrendous. Other than that, we move from the Jets side of things, and then we go to some Cowboys talk. We saw two potential quarterbacks of the future, Trey Lance of the Cowboys and Stetson Bennett. Well, he played Georgia. They won the national championship against TCU 2 years back. He had that problem with the DUI, drinking and whatever. They caught him. He's out. He's now with the Rams, backing up, I believe, Matthew Stafford, their third string, tried him out. He didn't look bad. Stetson Bennett, he had a couple picks. A lot of those picks were through the middle of the field, and they were kind of more of just like behind or in front. It wasn't like it was a blow. It was a bad pass. They were in the money. They just either were thrown behind or thrown too far ahead. Cowboys executed with them getting 4 interceptions on defense. We're back to our ways, even with not even the starting defense in. So the fact that we're able to get those type of picks in is great. And those are like our guys that are trying to work for some spots on the team. But I like Stetson Bennett's recovery from that. He took 4 interceptions, drove them all the way down the field. Cowboys had a shot to get their 5th interception of the game, but they did a pass interference call. Cowboys ways. That's how they do. Cowboys, that's how they do. Cowboys do that all the time. They always mess themselves up, but it's all right. It's only preseason. I liked our defensive intensity. We only held them to 6 points until the last 10 seconds where they scored a nice Stetson Bennett, literally sidearm throw, running left, throwing it right to the guy. The Cowboys just couldn't cover well enough. Trey Lance, I liked. He played really well. He threw it about 40 times. He threw it a lot, but he ran it. He threw some good passes. I believe he only had 1 pick, if I'm not mistaken. I got to just go to the stats here, but I do believe that he did really well. I don't think he had a bad game. Trey Lance, he actually had no picks, no interceptions, no touchdowns. Went 25 of 41, 188. Cooper Rush came in for only 3 plays, went 2 of 3, 44 yards. Trey Lance did rush for 6 attempts for 44 yards. So he had a total of 240, 35 something yards. With no touchdowns, no picks, we did settle for all field goals. Brandon Aubrey was busy. Yesterday he hit all the field goals. So definitely was there. We had some questionable calls on 4th down and 1, 4th and goal. When we went forward, we couldn't get it. There was a lot of times we left some points on the board, but it's okay. It's preseason. I didn't expect anything. Stetson Bennett, like I said, he played the whole game, went 24 of 34. Didn't play a bad game. 224 yards, a touchdown. He did throw 4 picks, but like I said, there were 4 picks. There were just mistakes that you can fix. They're not like, oh my God, this guy sucks. They're actually mistakes that you can really fix and really get better at. It's just he's got to get used to it. He's just got to get used to the flow of the game. And once he gets used to the flow of the game, he'll be good, and everything will be perfectly fine. I think the Cowboys got a good backup. They got a good backup in Cooper Rush, and Trey Lance is going to be implemented into the lineup. If Dak Prescott goes, I'm not surprised Trey Lance gets the start next year. If Dak Prescott leaves the Cowboys this year and he goes somewhere else, I think Trey Lance gets it. I know Cooper Rush has been there for a while, but we've seen Cooper Rush give Trey Lance a little bit of a shot, see what we can do. But I liked his first game with Cowboys, playing almost a full game. I liked it a lot. Think he did some promising things. We just got to finish on some drives. That's all. That's all. And really, that's pretty much it, guys, with just the Cowboys and Trey Lance. Now, again, we have more news with the contract with CeeDee Lamb, and that's been a thing that's been over months for now. Jerry Jones says he's no urgency. Then he kind of put back. I think I got in trouble the other day with comments about CeeDee Lamb. No shit, because you said it's not an urgency. That guy's one of the top 3, if not one of the best wide receivers, if not the best wide receiver in the game in CeeDee Lamb. And you're not giving a contract to the guy that really put the offense on his back last year. Dude, Dak literally only threw it to Tony Ferguson, really, and CeeDee Lamb. He, at the end, started throwing to Brandon Cooks. Gallup is really a no-show. Turpin, Tolbert, he started using his offense. He should have been doing that the whole fucking year. So that's another thing. I think the Cowboys get a deal done. They have to. If not, then CeeDee Lamb might do a holdout for the season, and that's just going to suck. Dak Prescott looks like it's this year or not. If he doesn't get us to the NFC Championship or a Super Bowl, I think Jerry doesn't pay him, or they pay him and wait to the last minute like always and then wait till a big contract. Dude, he's going to want a monster money. He keeps saying no. We all know you want the money. It's not, don't bullshit me. Tom Brady was the one because he actually proved it. He didn't care about the money. He could have made so much more money than he did. He was team first and worried about it. Dak's a great leader. I love him on the Cowboys. I support him all the time. I back him up every time he makes a mistake. I always give him the benefit of the doubt. But now it's like, come on, bro. Like, now Jerry Jones has either got to pay him or let him go so we can focus on something else like a Trey Lance and get him into the lineup and start moving the train. And then another news, in the first preseason game, Patrick Mahomes went to his option that he got in free agency or in a trade over the offseason, Hollywood Brown. His status for week 1 is in doubt after suffering a shoulder injury. He dislocated his shoulder. He caught the ball and he got pummeled into the ground. They dislocated his shoulder. So he's in like a 4 to 6 week recovery. Season's around the corner. It's August 12th, and the season starts, I believe, September 6th. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, September 6th or September 8th. I think they start September 6th because they are the Super Bowl champs. I think on Thursday night. So I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it's September 7th or it's either this 5th. I think it's September 5th. And I think the regular season starts for everybody on September 8th. That Sunday. I don't know. I'm not totally sure. But I can actually let you guys know in just a second. We'll look at the Cowboys app and we'll let you guys know exactly when that game is coming up. I don't want this. So the Browns, we play on the 8th. So the 8th, we play the first game of the season, which I believe Kansas City versus Baltimore. That is on Thursday Night Football, which is September 5th. So that's how that's rolling, guys. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for some NFL news. It's another thing is the one last one is that even Emmitt Smith called out Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy and all the staff that with the CeeDee Lamb contract thing. You got to get it done. Basically, in a nutshell, he said you got to get it done. The man has proved his worth. You got to get it done. Another news: Falcons Rondale Moore suffers a season-ending knee injury during training camp practice. That happened Thursday at 4:02. So he's out for the season. That's another tight end to help out Kyle Pitts and Kirk Cousins. So he's out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So other than that, the last thing I could tell you guys is, you guys remember the TikTok star Juju Smith-Schuster? The Patriots let him go. They literally cut ties with him. He is gone. He is not on the roster anymore. They let his ass go. So he is gone. He's gone. So Juju is gone. No more TikTok. The dude lasted just doing the TikToks, couple this, that, and the other thing, and now he's gone. So that just is crazy that guy had so much talent in the world. He just couldn't put it all together, and now he's sitting on the couch at home waiting for a call. But yeah, guys, I'm going to take a short break before we end the show, so I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in just a little bit. So other than that, guys, that's pretty much it for my show here on Recap Monday, Season 4, Episode number 23. I appreciate all the support, guys, out there. I'm back at it like I never left. We are powered by StreamYard, where StreamYard makes the dream yard go. I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday for Season 4, Episode number 24. Catch you guys there. Have a great rest of your Monday night, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace out. I'm your host, Zack Jackson, where everything we got is hot on the Fire Sports Pod. And I'll catch you guys on Wednesday. Have a good night.